I used to journey through my adversity alone. I do have self-help book that I could turn to. But after COVID, I found Mindvalley. It gave me access to live mentors around the world. It felt so much more real than just reading books.
I'm in sync with the earth. 10 toes deep, flower child from the turf. I never switch sides, like even when I die, I'm a ride for the squad, let her ties in the hearse. I've been on the vibe, kinda hard to describe.
Excited to be heading to Dubai now. So I'm taking a 12:30 a.m. flight. I will try to be there one day earlier. My first time heading to Mindvalley conference. I'm really excited to meet the people there. It's kind of important that when you're on a certain journey in life, you're able to find a similar community. And I just can't wait to meet people who have been learning from Mindvalley like myself. Today I went to get my eyebrow embroidery done, facial done, nails as well. It's kind of like, just want to be in your best presentation and all.
Hi, welcome on board.
Thank you.
Yes, the first ride please.
It's the first day and I'm doing my registration. I arrived around 9:45 a.m. The conference started at 10 a.m. and there's quite a long queue here, so it does help to be early. However, I don't want to skip on my breakfast, so I arrived at 9:45. Most people are probably from America and Europe, so you can see.
Be clear on what matters. It goes deeper, being able to tap into human intuition to know exactly what to focus on. Being able to tap into the powers of the human mind to help create that reality, whether you think it's the brain's reticular activation system or it's some spiritual ability. This is just a 2-minute video. I want to show you what AI can do with the right prompt, because everyone should be doing this.
This is where some of the food trucks are. There are lots of us trying to get our food within this 2-hour lunch break. Registration took pretty long. So this is how it looks like, pretty cool, and we have a wristband tag as well. There is different categories of status. Silver is like you be sitting at the back, and gold you'll be sitting in the middle, and platinum will be sitting at the front, just in front of the speakers. And for platinum, you actually have a lounge where you can network with the rest. Don't go where the crowd is, so this is why I came all the way out to have my lunch here. First thing that I make sure when I arrive at the event is to make friends. So always start a small chat with the person that's sitting, that's either in a queue in front or the back of you. Once you get to speak with someone that is standing either behind or in front of you, it's easier to actually make a second connection with the other person. So even if you're sitting beside someone, try to get to know them. And this is, you paid a price to come here. Don't just sit there and listen to the speaker, get to know others.
The one thing that no invention has been able to make more of, and that is time. Do you have something to say to the audience?
Hello, Mindvalley audience. First off, let me just take a moment to appreciate how incredible this summit is. The energy here is electric. Now, as a digital clone, I'm here to show you just how far AI has come, not just in mimicking human behavior, but in amplifying it. Imagine having a version of yourself that can handle the repetitive tasks, streamline your workflows, and free you up to focus on your genius. That's the power of AI, and platforms like Vocable.ai make it accessible for everyone. So what would you do with your extra time if you had a clone?
For our team, the game we're playing is we're going to outsweat the small stuff. And we're going to make the bet that other people won't care as much as we do. And the sort of final point that happens in the mind of a group of people when you start sweating the small stuff is something I call the progress principle. We found, and also Harvard Business Review found, that when they gave a room full of people like this a work diary and said, point at your favorite day in work where you felt most motivated and engaged, people pointed at a day where they had even a small feeling of progress. So in my team, when Jemima changed the air freshener in our studio, she posted it in our Slack channel and we clapped. When I look at the people that have become the best in the world at something, they're actually not the best in the world at any individual skill. What they are is they're in the top 10 or 20% of the right collection of rare and complementary skills. So, and actually, if you want to become the best in the world at something and noticed as the best in the world, you should ask yourself, what is the skill I need to add that is rare and complementary, that's often not, when I say rare, I mean often not found in this industry? You know, because if you're a lawyer and you learn more law, that's not giving you an unfair competitive advantage. But if you're a lawyer and you learn AI, now amongst lawyers you have this unbelievable, and you learn social media, you don't even have to be the best lawyer. You could be in the top, you could be a mediocre lawyer, but just because of these additional rare and complementary skills, you will now be considered the best lawyer in the world. I remember watching the Steve Jobs interview where he said, the crazy thing is people think the success of Apple is just down to me. What I've actually done is I've gone through the excruciatingly difficult process of finding exceptional people and persuading them to come and join us. He's basically the head of recruitment. And I think it's really important that on a frequent basis, a weekly, a monthly basis, you do something that is on that who you've said you're not list. Because what it does for me, I'll give you an example over the New Year's, is running, right? Like I've always told myself I'm not a runner. I've told my legs hurt, it's other people. I like to go lift weights, etc., etc. So I don't run. And I was sat in my house in Cape Town over the New Year's period. And I turned to my friend and I said, let's make like a list of things that we absolutely hate doing, that we consider not part of our sort of self-created identity. We made the whole list. And then we spent the next week pretty much doing every single one of those. And it was the most incredible, illuminating thing, because the minute you validate your own identity, the minute you do something which is on that I'm not that kind of person list, it raises this really confronting question, which is, well, what else have I told myself that's not true? How else have I limited myself? And every single person in this room has actually drawn these paper walls around yourself, which are absolutely a figment of your imagination. And in so many areas of your life, they're limiting you. You've told yourself you're not a tidy person. You've told yourself your brain won't let you be organized. You've told yourself you can't run because it hurts your legs. I've heard it all, and it's all BS. And if you don't, on a frequent basis, challenge those things, they close in on you. And it changes your life. Find a way to challenge your own identity on a frequent basis. And it confronts you with the reality that there is no such thing as you. There are just the decisions you've chosen to make so frequently that you've forgotten that they're decisions at all.
We are sitting here waiting to do our meditation from one of the authors called Regan. So she's really good at teaching us how to manifest, and it's just a nice experience to do it live rather than through an app.
I walked into the space and I was like, oh yeah, okay, we're ready for some magic. You know, manifesting miracles is about getting clear on what it is your vision is, the vision of your soul. And as we go through this process, we're going to move, we're going to alchemize, we're going to be working with the quantum field, we're going to be using sound and frequency in our voices. And it's important to remember that in a vortex like this, when two or more people get together and activate in this way, everything amplifies. And the capacity to manifest miracles amplifies. And go ahead and surround yourself with a golden ball of white light as you decree and declare that any states, energies, vibrations, or emotions that are not yours, or not of the highest, drop, dissolve, shift and clear. Alchemizing out of your system and out of your field, allowing your field to return back now to its natural state of purity, its natural state of abundance. its natural state of manifesting miracles. And to call in your divine guidance, beings of light of the highest vibration, divinely assigned to supporting you. What is it that you're looking to wake up, activate, integrate, manifest, stabilize? You've been looking for and praying for. Go ahead and allow this bomb now to implode into every single cell of your being.
Today is the second day. I got here at 9:50 a.m. just 10 minutes earlier, and I hope I can get a good seat in the middle front row. Still not early enough. I didn't want to miss my breakfast again. Excited for day 2. Day 2 is about biohacking, more of a physical health and productivity.
But the same email, everything the same, just one more time. Try enough stores. They have a... Good morning, everybody. How are we?
How growth happens to us as well is through the overcoming of those challenges. And so perhaps a good body is not a body that everything is perfect and everything is right and everything is smooth and gives you no good story.
And specific forms of vitamin E, they tell the minerals where to go. And the darker your skin, the more important it is that you do this. And when you do this, you get calcium in your bones instead of in your arteries. But what do you do instead? It's not that bad. Macadamias are pretty good too. We can do this. Potatoes, and I still stand by that. Problem is, both of them are high in oxalates. So you're gonna have a little sweet potato, go for it. You wanna do what I used to do, which is eat like 2 a day because they're delicious. What can you do? There is a solution. It's butternut squash. Now if you're like, what? I don't need butternut.
So most of us have something called the emptiness inside. I had it for years. I didn't even understand what it was. Most of us have this emptiness. It's why we think, I need more food. I need more stews.
So if you don't like the programs inside, there's also one program outside as well, during certain timings.
Normally up until 8 p.m. When it starts 8 p.m., the white dot there represents the time that you're fasting. I know I want to change my diet, but I keep on cheating and eating out of unconscious habit. All of those things are functionings of the brain. I know I am enough the way that I am. I am perfect for who I am. But if the body doesn't change, I'm pissed. Huh?
We also have a soul. The soul is a little bit more metaphysical, but we have evidence of the soul. The scientific evidence of concepts like intuition, or when you are deeply connected to someone, you almost feel like you can feel the...
It's really about using cells, signals, and scaffolds. It's combining those 3 things to reverse or to prevent disease. So as opposed to using surgery or using pharmaceuticals, we're actually trying to fix the underlying problem and getting your body to heal. We like to say empowering the body's natural healing abilities.
So what are some of the most exciting therapies that you guys are able to offer right now? So this is a soldier, right?
Yes.
And in 6 months, you optimized Mary's exercise, where she had to go to the gym, do exactly what you were telling her to do for 40 minutes a week. 40 minutes a week, that's less than an hour. That's 2 gym sessions, 20 minutes each.
Preserve strength or to get stronger is actually a lot less than what we realize. When I say a lot less, it's not hours. We have found, and research shows, that the amount of stimulation that the muscles need for us to preserve strength, muscle mass, and even bone mass is very, very little. Do you guys want to know how little really it is? So it's not about the time, it's not about what it's 12 minutes. It's about taking each muscle group to failure once a week has been shown. When I say failure, it means that if you're doing, let's say, a push-up, and you just go all the way to failure, meaning you can't do another push-up, and you did that once a week, was more than enough for your chest muscles to preserve their strength and muscle mass as we age. Because as we age, every decade we lose about 1 to 2% of our muscle mass. We only start to notice it when we reach the age of 50 or 60. It becomes very noticeable of how much of the functional ability we start to lose as we age.
So, what I want to talk about here is meditation. Now, I'm not a fan of long, boring forms of meditation that have you focus on your breath or, spend 2 years in an ashram somewhere in India. If that's your jam, go for it.
And the calling on your life, the calling on your future in this season requires you to lighten that backpack. Yes, yes? Now, why do we hold on to it? We hold on to it because we've been holding on to the memory, and bring it back up is protection. And make sure it doesn't happen again. I stopped by to tell you it won't happen again because you're not the same person you were back then. Yes, yes? It got me here, but what got you here won't get you there. And there's a part of you that says, hold on, because you're busy holding on to something from your history. You want to look back when there's not a lot of movement left in your body and 105, and you want to say, I played full out. Sweetheart, can you turn the lights up? I'm chocolate. Turn off the lights. You are the one. You are an unrepeatable miracle. No one can do you but you. And if you don't do you, you won't be done. Inspiration comes through my greatest pain. So who are you becoming? I need some more light, baby. Still chocolate. The light. In the house. Walk through the light. Walk to the light. The dark corner that you might illuminate when you let your light shine. There's someone sitting in a corner and they can't see their possibility because it's too dark for them. And when you let your light shine and you get in proximity, they see a little bit of their light. They see their light because you came in their corner. And you didn't dim your light. My light doesn't belong to me today. I flew to Dubai over the fire so that I can lend my light to you today. Yes, yes? Stop by so that everything that we're seeing on TV across the world, we get to define it. I stopped by so we can look at each other and be together. And we can breathe life into each other. And we can be the exception. And if there's one exception that is possible for anybody, and across color lines, and across gender lines, and across geographic origin lines, we get to look into each other's eyes.
So if you wanna be with me, baby, can you see? You gotta make room for a self-made woman like me.
I changed something. Now, I had the intention after my near-death experience, I received a message, what I was here to do. Now, I have to tell you, you don't need all to go to a near-death experience to know.
If we got rid of all that conditioning that we've inherited throughout the years and just use our imagination to create a life of incredible fantasy. Oh yes. We complicate things for no reason, so we stopped enjoying the process. Because the destiny isn't the goal, it's the journey that's beautiful. And the things we learn along the way.
Today is the last day of Mindvalley event. The main focus of this day is about manifestation. So we're gonna do it with a few authors, and I feel that the event's a little bit too short, or 3 days. I wish it was about 5 days. It's my first Mindvalley event, and yeah, I don't want it to end so soon. It's really important to snatch your seats during the breaks, because otherwise you may not get a good seat.
Exhale, lean to the side. There you go. Inhale.
Taking architecture and design to game-changing levels of extraordinary. Here is an ecosystem that nurtures residents' well-being and longevity. How? The secret dates back thousands of years. An ancient knowledge revived, merged with the power of modern science and technology. Nestled in organic settings alive with roots and greenery, every need taken care of to fine-tune the instrument that is you.
The question is, does everyone have it? Now we know that, right? But in the 1940s, it was thought that intuition was a gift. You were born with it, and you were lucky, or you didn't have it. Now, this man proved the world wrong. So this is Jose Silva. How many of you here have studied Jose Silva's work on Mindvalley or elsewhere? Look at the hands. There is clairvoyance, where you see something. When Dawn saw my energy body or my chakras light up, owning a speaking platform, that was clairvoyance. And then there's also clairaudience, where you hear something.
Sculpting is really, when we peel back the layers of this, having the capacity to understand the structure of your reality, the structure of how everything in your life is actually made up. And then from there, you can actually go in and start updating the information within you in order to shift the external reflection of what we call our life, or our results, or our current reality, which is actually an illusion. A malleable illusion that we can shift and mold and play with as we go deeper into these processes. When we start getting out of what we call linear time and into bending time, we're able to connect with our dreams, our prayers, our manifestations, and actually allow them to come forward from the future into the now, in order for you to create a reality where everyone else turns around and is like, whoa, how'd you do that so fast? Are you guys excited to go into how to do that today? Yeah, how do I create a life that I love? And being around powerful, beautiful, successful people and realizing there was a gap in my beingness versus their beingness. And I realized maybe if I could be the most radical, authentic version of myself, right? A version of myself that was really out there in the future, that could walk and talk and think and act and be as if it was already done. And I started importing this information into the now.
Hi everyone. Hello, make some noise. I am so deeply grateful. Despite however much advancement we've made technologically, economically, whatever it may be, we're still left feeling that emptiness inside. The limits you experience today in your mind and in your life are limits in your language. To a day in your life where you experienced struggle, that you experienced the hardest pain that you ever had, the emotions you felt, the challenges you lived through, survived. Allow yourself to walk with your inner child through that experience. How did you feel? How hard was it? For that day, I want you to mentally note one word that encapsulates how you
so cynical. Never thought somebody could save me from another fall, from another scar. But I'm all healed up, standing steady.
Let me tell you what happened 2 weeks plus later after doing this exercise. It was Chinese New Year and I decided to visit one of my relatives. Apparently, she invited my foster mother over during the reunion dinner. I haven't been living with my foster family because my mother was emotionally and physically abusive. I had been living on my own since my teenage years. I guess doing this exercise, forgiving others who actually cause pain to you and sending them love, sort of healed their heart. She came to see me because she hasn't seen me for more than a decade and she wanted to patch things up with me.
Cutting darkness out of my life. I'm alright again, like a child again. Now the universe is
excruciating.
How many other people felt excruciating? A couple. It's pretty extreme. You say it with a smile on your face. And what was your second one?
The second one was ecstasy.
Love that. Anyone else ecstasy? And the reason I say that is because so many of us carry this pressure of purpose, of what we're meant to do in this world, what we're meant to solve in this world, how we're meant to figure it all out. And we carry it around like a mountain that's so heavy. Right? Everyone ever felt that? So your purpose is to help anyone who feels excruciating pain and leave them feeling ecstasy. And the more I'm healing, purifying, strengthening those, everything I create becomes purer. It becomes more beautiful. It becomes better.
Because you do so much for this beautiful community, and it means so much to us, and we wanted to give back that gratitude.
Thank you.
It's kind of sad that it's come to an end, but we still have like a 2 hours party somewhere in Asprey, Dubai. We all ended on a very sad note. We did some digging into our past to realize what hurt us and what empowered us, and everyone's like being so emotional, but we're gonna dance our life off in the last 2 hours. Looking forward to that.
Creating from a place of love, because the most impactful thing you can do for the world is learn how to love life, all of life. Show people that being happy doesn't mean turning a blind eye to the pain and the sadness and the suffering that happens here. Show them that choosing love doesn't mean ignoring fear, it just means being willing to feel. And those brave souls will always heal as long as they maintain the courage to feel. Because the fear of feeling is really at the root of every fear. And allow yourself to feel your way through all the hurt and all the rage. And as you feel, allow yourself to finally turn the page. That's how we heal. Like Shetty just said, are we creating with soul? And it's important to remember that your capacity to love others is limited only by your capacity to love yourself. And so, it all starts with you. Can you love yourself more deeply? Can you forgive yourself more deeply? Can you feel worthy of the dreams that are only yours? And so for this poem, my last one tonight, I encourage you to receive this as the reminder, to receive this deep in every cell of your body, to allow it to expand you, for it to remind you to have appreciation for you, what it took to get here, all the work that you've done, all the heartbreak, all the hurt, to get here, to be here right now. By this thing, you'll get guys. And we're seeing it so much that we start believing these lies, but the truth is, the makeup they're selling to make you feel prettier is the same makeup you buy to stop feeling weirder about this lie they keep telling you, that you are not enough. And what about the movies we watch, all the shows on TV? The more I watch, the more I see I need you to complete me. And yes, love is the answer. Love is the key. But if you can't love yourself, how could you ever love me? And loving yourself, what does that even mean? Like massages and selfies and that sort of thing? Because the more I think about it, the more it feels weird. I've always thought self-love was something to be feared. I've been taught that arrogance is bad and vanity, it's not good. So what should I do? How should I act? I'm supposed to love myself, but how do I even do that?
Guys, how incredible is it? I just have to take this in with you. I feel like we're in a dream.
After the darkness is light, so don't you be afraid. When it comes the long night, journey along. For if you don't know, the path is long. But if you try, you'll surely grow to heal past the sorrow that's been keeping you low. You will so grow, 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 grow. And I know that you will grow day by day. If you walk with love, you'll never be astray. Faith in me, 'cause we're big up yourselves, Mindvalley.
This thing we could ever do, in my opinion, is become and develop the greatest version of ourselves and gift that to the world.
Come to the end of the event. It was a beautiful song, and then what I really like is all these lights going up the dome. It's super beautiful, as you can see. I don't know, man. I do think that this is one of the most transformative events that you can be in the world. Aside from Tony Robbins, this is one of the most spiritual retreat that you can come. And people are quite authentic in, connecting with one another. So that's really nice. And it's a very costly, quite a costly trip, but it's quite worth it. And I do hope that every single year I'm coming back to grow as a person and just to keep learning every day, learn new courses, read books, and it's really powerful. I love the music that they had at the end of it because it was teaching us that, it was telling us that we are not alone. Whatever we want to do in life, go do it. And the most important thing that I really resonate with is go be the best version of yourself, because that, by being the best version of yourself, you're going to add value to other people. And that's so true whether you're a parent, you're a friend, or employee, employer. It's so important to be the best version of yourself. And that was the reason why I actually started my reading a non-fiction book to grow as a person. It was really to be the best version of myself, so that I don't give any suffering to others and onto myself as well. Because in my childhood, I had a rough childhood, and I was like a punching bag of my own family. So I got hurt before, and I think it's really mind-blowing how much a person can grow and always choose to overcome your suffering in a more positive manner. Just really grow as a person. So let's make this world a better place by starting from yourself. Overcome your pain, grow as a person in every single area that you can. So I hope to come back next year. Bye everyone!
Good evening, everyone. Vishen, I'd love to invite you to the stage.
One day, that's gonna be my face on the screen.